This is your monthly recap of everything that happened in Marvel Comics this month. In The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 11, we find out Norman Osborn is operating as Spider-Man while Peter is missing, and we also learn that Peter is currently lost in space with Rocket Raccoon. In The Avengers number 30, the Avengers travel to the remnants of Battleworld and face off against the Marvel Zombies, and we find out that Mirrodin, the main villain of the series, either is or is some version of Kang. In Doctor Strange 450, Stephen has to find a way to return to Earth to prevent some kind of major apocalypse from happening. In Imperial War Exiles number 1, Professor X and Lilandra save their daughter Zandra, and are forming the newest version of the Team Exiles. Now, where this fits in timeline with the Amazing Spider-Man issues beyond me, since that one also referenced Imperial, and it looks like Rocket has just barely broken free out of some weird space zoo, so I don't know what he's doing here, or where this kind of fits in that timeline. It's probably after. In Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu number 12, Mark helps Wrecker deal with a personal ghost problem, and he comes back into contact with Layla, aka the Scarlet Scarab. In Ultimate X-Men 19, the X-Men finally face off against the Children of the Atom, and Kageyama kills the Meister. In Uncanny X-Men number 20, Wolverine and Valentine leave for Argentina to save Valentine's brother from this all-male macho cult, and in a bar they run into Valentine's father. We also find out that when Valentine was 10, he was kidnapped and his parents refused to pay the ransom, hence why his name is called Ransom, and that's probably also where he got his mask from. In Captain America number 3, Steve is confronted with the harsh idea that maybe the modern America that he has woken up in is not worth fighting for like it used to be, and Captain Colton, alongside the Latvian rebels, discovers that 10 of the 12 American hostages have been killed. Nova, after fusing with the Xandarian world mind, is able to discover who the main orchestrators of the Imperial War are, and together they come to the conclusion that it can be no one else other than the Inhumans. In One World Under Doom number 7, Doom has lost all forms of public support, so the heroes are making one final grand stand against him to put him down for good. Reed even takes Doom to the astral plane since Reed has been learning magic over the last several months. However, Doom is still the superior sorcerer, and Reed loses this battle. In Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion number 4, Anansi visits Miles and assures him that everything is going to be okay and Miles is going to find his sister Billy. Together, Miles and Maelstrom are able to subdue magic. You can't really see her, there's her sword right there. They're able to beat her in a fight, it's actually pretty dope. And Emmanuel da Costa kidnaps Billy and brings her to the sealed dome in an attempt to free the Maker from his prison. In Ultimate Wolverine number 9, Logan and his group of rebels break into a Master Mold facility in an attempt to disarm it, using a Sentinel that was repurposed and reprogrammed by Forge to help the mutant cause. Also, in this Master Mold facility, Logan fights a Sentinel that is using Cyclops' severed head as a stomach laser. R.I.P. my goat. In The Amazing Spider-Man number 12, while Norman Osborn is undercover as Spider-Man while Peter is missing, he is attacked by the other Spider-People of NYC who want to know who he is and why he's pretending to be Spider-Man. The fight ends when Norman sees Gwen, and he takes off his mask and explains that Peter is missing and why he's operating as Spider-Man for the time being. In Fantastic Four number 3, the Fantastic Four find out Doom is using a mix of time magic and engineering to create these save states so he can go back in time to before any kind of fight or altercation to ensure that he wins every single battle every single time. So the Fantastic Four track down the machine to Antarctica and attempt to destroy it, but find out it is indestructible. So instead of destroying it, Reed reprograms the machine and traps Doom in a time loop of him getting punched by Sue Storm for what is implied to be an immeasurable amount of time. It's Doom though, so of course he breaks out eventually. In Spider-Man Miles Morales number 38, Miles, Black Cat, and Misty Knight manage to ambush Inari and White Cat in the middle of a heist and find out that they're working for Black Obsidian. Miles learns their backstories and explains to them that it does not have to be this way, before all 5 of them crash into Black Obsidian's warehouse. In Ultimate Black Panther number 20, Boss explains the true history of Vibranium, as well as its purpose, and that the progenitors are currently making their way towards Earth for an invasion, and that in order to stop them, T'Challa has to become something more. And he has to prepare his kingdom for the oncoming invasion. In Ultimates number 16, we see the story of a young girl named Ren and her journey into becoming a revolutionary, having been inspired by the Ultimates and their impact on the world, as well as her own personal encounters with them, and how her journey leads to the unfortunate death of her parents, but she was able to escape with the help of her community and is going to have to go underground for a while. In Uncanny X-Men number 21, after reuniting with his father, Valentine and Logan are able to track down Valentine's brother and where he will appear next, and it's in none other than freaking Comic-Con. There, with the help of his brother, Valentine and Logan are able to stop the Proctor and his movement. In Ultimate Spider-Man 21, Mr. Negative kidnaps James Wesley and uses his powers to force him to reveal all of his secrets pertaining to the Mysterio Group, and the next day he uses James Wesley as a human bomb to take out the entire Mysterio Group, as well as also taking care of several other characters in Ultimate Spider-Man. In Ultimate Hawkeye, Hawkeye infiltrates a secret Roxxon meeting where he is ambushed and forced to fight the Ronin. The fight ends with Hawkeye knocking off Ronin's mask, revealing that it is Clint Barton, who resents Charlie Ramsey for becoming Hawkeye instead of him. This also results in the death of Clint Barton and Charlie vowing revenge. Matt and Elektra finally track down Kingpin to a church where Kingpin reveals his plan to become God. Fisk manages to subdue both Daredevils long enough for him to get away, and it looks like Matt and Elektra may just be getting back together. And Death of the Silver Surfer number 4, Kelly and Silver Surfer team up with the Fantastic Four, as well as Korg and Scar to stop the blood of Galactus from reaching Earth. Kelly arrives to Earth too late and her mother does die, and Silver Surfer grants Kelly a portion of the power cosmic. And the Mortal Thor number 2, Thor takes his fight directly to the Rough House where he absolutely demolishes everyone inside. He tells everyone who survives to change their lives for the better and threatens that if they don't, he will come back. We also see a man on the phone with someone who works at Roxxon, and it's revealed that that man is none other than Donald Blake, Thor's former human alter ego. In X-Men 22, Cyclops is let out of jail and returns back to base to see Douglas Ramsey, now going by the name Revelation, as well as Bee and Warlock, who are on the run and they are all seeking asylum with the X-Men. After a brief discussion and vote by the X-Men, it is agreed that the 3 people present will join the X-Men and stay with them for the time being. When suddenly Cyclops' brain is attacked, and we see a future version of Cyclops screaming with a power beam, leading us directly into X-Men Age of Revelation. Obviously, this is not everything that happened in Marvel Comics this month. This was just everything that I thought was important and worth mentioning. Thank you so much for watching.